I don't know why. I've got
Hello. Yeah, I'm echoing in
Hello.
the background.
I don't know why. Hello. I'll try and fix it. I've got volume turned off. YouTube's not even on.
My gosh, guys, it has been a friggin' morning. I didn't go to bed until after 1 because every time when I was scheduling this last night, I wanted to use a different thumbnail because it's for, the random viewer, and doing my thumbnails just like every other time. And every single time I went to schedule the broadcast, YouTube kept saying, your thumbnail is too big. You can't have more than 2 megabytes worth of resize. So I even checked it. Same size as my other thumbnails. It's only 1.7 megabytes. And I'm just like, what the frick is going on? 5 or 6 times. I had to redo everything. So I ended up using one of my old thumbnails and just changing the writing, and it worked. Hello, Chris. Hi, Maria, Mr. Bernie, Janine. Hi, Teresa. Who we got here? We got Tamara, Liana, me. Did I make everyone? Can you hear me talk, Jane? You're muted. My mic is not working either, guys. So just give me a thumbs up. Hi, Anna Goddess. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Yeah, no issues. Technical issues this morning on both sides. I have 5 other shows pinned and locked. Long time no speak, everybody. I only chatted to some of you in Pat's premiere live stream this morning. And if I look like a hot mess, it was just freaking slap makeup on, and it is what it is. So yes, Janie has left the stream so she can sort stuff out on her end. You did make us, that's why we are here. What do you mean, Tamara? You did make us. I have to pin and lock the tab in browser because I don't get the reminders. Yeah, I mean, honestly, YouTube, get your shit together. Electric, hello. Yeah, this notification nonsense, it's grinding on my nerves. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or just say yes if you can hear what I'm saying. Let me know if you can hear me. Good stuff. So, I woke up. I kept snoozing. Both my boys tried to wake me up, and I'm like, I know I have a live stream. I just want 5 more minutes. And my 5 more minutes turned into another 35 minutes. So then I woke up and I was just like, oh shit, damn. Because I'm so used to doing my live streams at 10:15 my time. So I'm just like, I've got time. And then I was just like, oh shit, no, I don't. because otherwise it gets too late for Jane. It's a bit like it gets a bit noisy for Janie this time because she's 2 hours ahead of me. So it's 11:30 there. But yes, I woke up with a sore eyeball and, as I have done the last 3 times, thought, okay, it's just a sore eye. No worries. Maybe I rubbed it in my sleep. Maybe I slept with a bit of cat fur in my eye, which, it does happen from time to time, having 5 cats and all. And yeah, and then my eye was sore even more, and then it hit me. I'm like, fuck. There's a migraine on its way. Hi, Andrea. So, and it was my beautiful mummy's birthday yesterday, and the boys and I are going over for dinner tonight. So I really, really hope that this migraine business just fades away. Because if I have to take my migraine tablets, I ain't driving nowhere. Oh, inner goddess, you're awesome. Just don't ask me to sing, okay? I can sing, but yeah, not in public. Thank you, Maria. Migraine took me out the last 2 days. Oh, Janine, I know. It freaking sucks, man. Like I think like mine, I have not had this many migraines like so close together in so long, so long. And I think it's just all the stress because I've got 3 weeks. Hey, Black Cat, I've got 3 weeks to find a house, pack this one up, move, and I haven't found a house. I might have to temporarily move into my mum and dad's, which is, like, at least I have somewhere for the boys and I to go to. But at the same time, it's, I'm going to spend probably like an hour every single day just to, she's back.
Is it working? Am I working?
Yeah, you're working good.
I'm not echoing. I don't know what's going on with this anything.
No, you're not echoing at all. Hi, Dan.
Hello, everybody. Good old technical issues. Stupid Mercury retrograde can just go away already.
Oh, I know, right? I know. Pseudoephedrine. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling. I am feeling awesome. Maybe that's what. Oh gosh, like maybe I need to take some pseudoephedrine. But yeah, if I.
There we go.
I was just saying, Jane, that I wake up with a sore eye, the same sore eye, but it's not a sore eye. It's the migraine thing.
Oh no!
And I've got to go to Mum's for dinner tonight for her birthday. So
that's right. It was your mum's birthday.
Yes, and you know what happened last time I went out and I'd taken my migraine medication.
Yes, not a good time.
Well, it was amusing.
Yes.
Like I drove. I think I'd taken it maybe 10 minutes before we left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I drove. Jane and I had to go up to the supermarket, and it's only like a 5-minute drive. But I drove. But halfway on the way up, I said to Jane, I think you might have to drive home. And then it just got worse. And this was in the morning, guys, and like I'm just like swaying all over the place, and oh my word, people were probably
Yes.
thinking like, geez, bit early to be drunk.
Yes. Who cares? Who cares what anyone thinks? Like, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. So
So
I'm good. I'm here. And I missed all that. I had no idea because I had it all on mute and I was just trying to fix whatever was going on. So
it's all good. So how are we feeling? Hello,
here.
Daniel. Hello. How are you feeling?
Hi, Daniel.
You settled back in?
Yeah, I'm getting there. So just reorganizing everything. Not that I left anything a mess, but yeah, just had to fix stuff up. So I'm sort of ready to get back in the swing of things. And yeah, so yeah. Just still, got to get the routine back and
yeah, me too.
what have you. But yeah, just catching up on rest and having lots of cuddles with my fur babies. It's so good to be home with them. I miss them so much.
I know. It must have been so good.
Oh, great. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, you'll have to tell everyone what Boo did and what
oh my God,
Safi's doing.
Yeah, Safi's being a bit weird. She she's kind of one of those cats that just likes her space, but I think she was a bit weird with me going because she's sort of been a bit weird with me coming back. She's sort of been very standoffish. I think she thinks I might just be going to go any minute. She's being very distrusting of me. Yeah, she's been funny ever since my old boy Teddy passed away. She loved Teddy to death, and ever since he passed away, and then I got Shadow. She's not impressed with me anyway, so she's not impressed that I went away for 4.5 months. But she'll be fine after a while. She'll realize I'm not going anywhere, and it's all good. But yeah, no, Shadow just settled straight back in. He's back to behaving himself. He gave my mum absolute grief the whole time I was gone. And I told her it's because I'm not there. I think he was like he thinks he's a human child, like he's the funniest cat ever, and he just misbehaved the whole time I was gone. Just absolute was like crazy for my mum. And I said, it's because he knows that I'm gone. And he's like, okay, well, if I just be a little shit the whole time she's away, you'll send me back. So the more naughty I am, you'll get sick of me and you'll make my mum come back. And ever since I've been back, he's been fine. And I knew that would be the case. I've got a mark on there from my glasses. So he's been fine. He's back just, giving me getting in there under the blankies when I go to bed. And like when I'm laying on the couch, he's back snuggling, just back to normal. Like everything's normal. So yeah, he definitely missed me. But yeah, Boo, I walked in the door and she was beside herself. And then I sat on the couch and I literally was stuck there for almost 2 hours with her just licking my whole face. Catching up on 4.5 months of like kisses.
I know. And, it was nearly 5 months you were here.
And I had to go and get groceries that night, and I went out, and Mum said she just sat on the couch out there watching the door shaking. Like she was like, "Oh my God, has she left again?" Mum's like, and yeah, and then I had to catch up with one of my besties, Alyssa, the next day, and she did the same. Mum's just going, "No, she's just gone to the shop. She's coming back. Stop stressing." Yeah, and like she was apparently kept like doing all this nuisance barking and was all out of sorts while I was gone, and since I've been back, that sort of simmered down, and she's all back to normal too. So it's good.
No,
Bless them.
Good. I know. Gosh, our fur babies are, they're our family.
Well, they're my. I always say people, I don't care if people think I'm weird. I don't have children. They are my children. They're my babies. I don't spoil them. I don't dress them in stupid little. I don't dress them in stupid little outfits, and they don't get. Boo doesn't get fucking ribeye steak. I'm not that fucking crazy of a fur baby mama. But they do get good quality food, and I look after them. But, they get nurtured upon like it's only natural. I'm a woman and I don't have children. And, I wish I did have that little, tribe of kids running around. But unfortunately, my life has never, allowed for that.
You still think that after living with my children for the last 5 months?
No, well, yeah, like I've always said, like, it's different when it comes to other people's kids, like I worked in childcare for years and I loved everyone, everyone's kids, but I still wish I had my own.
Yeah.
And unfortunately it's probably too late to have my own, but maybe one day I'll have a little step family. Who knows? I don't know what the future holds, but for now, my fur babies are my babies. They always will be. That'll never change.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'm
applaud
sure you
them.
will be.
I don't give a fuck. If you think I'm weird for calling them my fur babies, people go, "Oh, they're just pets." I'm like, excuse me, no, they're not.
Like I said to
I've got to nurture something apart from myself.
Well, like I said to you here, that like Matthew would get confused because I've always called my cats my kids. So, when I'm leaving, I'll be like, bye kids, behave yourselves, and Matthew will be standing at the door waiting for me to come out, and he's like, kids, Mum, I'm right here. And I'm like, not you kids, like the cats.
They're my fur kids.
Why do you call them your kids?
And I'm like, they are my kids. They're my fur kids. They're my fur babies. They're my fur babies.
They're fur kids.
Exactly. They just have 4 legs and fur, but they. I say goodbye to them. I say hello, and do everything I can to make sure they have everything they need, and
Oh gosh, I know.
And
they're
rescues, so they're all rescues.
Mine too.
Well, Boo I got from a breeder, but she was destined for a pet store, and there was no way I was allowing that to happen, So I was like, hell no, I'm taking her. So she was the last of a litter. So, and if I hadn't gone her, the next day she was going to a pet shop, and I wasn't fucking allowing that. So, pretty much I'd still say that I rescued her from that. She could have ended up any bloody where. So,
Oh,
but matter of rescue. No, I don't like that. So the other 2 are rescue babies, RSPCA and the Animal Welfare League. So and Teddy was a rescue. So the minute I took them on, it's to care for them to the best of my fucking ability. I will, go without certain things, make sure they have their vaccinations and all that. So it's just the way it is, just like I would if I had kids.
Frank. Frank joined. Frank is in the building. Yeah. Speaking of our fur babies, Munchkin, my old girl who, developed quite the bond with Jenny.
Yeah, with my little foster baby while I was there.
Yeah. Well. The old girl. Munchkin has not been doing well, and I knew that I would need. She wouldn't be able to move with me. She wouldn't cope with moving. She gets highly, highly stressed, just being in the car. So I knew, okay, I've got another 2.5 weeks with her at least. But then,
that's a good
I have my daughter staying here and for the last couple of days, and she... it's like, oh, what's that? On, Munchkin. And I told Abby to bring her out, and I looked and I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And she's got an anal gland abscess. So being a nurse and knowing it is very pretty, and knowing exactly what, by looking at it, what she's going to need surgery-wise, drains, debriding, all of that stuff. She can't handle a general anesthetic, guys. So, I have cleaned it up and have been dosing her up on some hemp oil for pain relief. That's the thing, unfortunately, not working in the, veterinary industry at the moment. It makes things a bit harder and more expensive, but it is looking better. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that I'll be able to have her for at least another week before I have to send her on her way. But
it's unfortunate.
Yes, inner goddess, anal gland abscess.
Yes, it is unfortunate, but you have to, you don't want them suffering. You can't have it. They get to a certain age, and it's like, you love them to death, but you can't have them suffering.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Just cute.
Electric, I can't smell a damn freaking thing. Because and this is another reason why I was really glad that my daughter picked it up, because you know, especially being in that location, you know, like I'm not looking at my cat's asses like every second. So yeah, but I can't smell because I've still got this bloody infection that is spreading into my body more and more every single day. So yeah, I couldn't smell anything, and I spoke to Jane last night. Yeah, and there wasn't anything there last week. So, but you know, she'd been cleaning it, and it had burst. So yeah, I just cleaned it up, and that was that. But now it's like granulating and stuff, and looking a lot better with me treating it. So hopefully it should be good. But enough about
Yeah,
that.
gross stuff. Poor thing. It is, but it's meant to be gross. So anyway, what else is on the agenda? I don't really know. I'm still a bit up in the air about where I'm headed next.
I'm about to start a stupid business in this town. Who cares if I'm the only so,
bye, in a
of
goddess.
Course you are, Frank. Bye, in a goddess. Thanks
you take care too, hun.
Listening while you drive.
But yeah, I don't really know. I've got to do some catching up. I've got to catch up with work out with Liana. I've got to message you between organizing and sleeping and editing. I will be doing that very soon.
Yes, it's just getting settled. Like I've been doing the same thing. Like, well, I haven't been sleeping. I wish I had been, but you know, just try and get myself back into a routine. But good Lord, like, you know, because I've been going for my walks, and holy shit, man, like I walk for like an hour, guys, so 5Ks, and I'm still freezing when I get back. And I'm walking quick, like I'm not warming up, like it's fucking cold.
It's not too bad. It's a little cool here, but not like that. It's like we've got the sun shining today. It's nice outside, but in the shade it's a little cool. But even at night, like it's brisk, but not like Perth. I'm like, thank God I'm out of that damn cold.
I know.
Like I said, it doesn't really get cold like that here until sort of the depths of next month. So yeah.
What is the coldest like it gets there? Like at night, like the lowest it get?
They're probably between 8 and 5, but that's like it's not
really
cold. Yeah, that'll be it. But no, you go out west. If you go out west, you're getting into the minuses. Like it'll get like, you know, -4, -5, -8, like out to Toowoomba and out, you know, where I investigate out that way. So yeah, not looking forward to when I have to head out there.
Frank has asked, how was your trip, Jane?
It was very good. Coming home was very easy. My plane was a little tiny bit delayed, but we arrived on time. They made up my beautiful young pilots. I had 2 young pilots. Saw them as I was getting on the plane. They made up time in the air, and it was no turbulence. Very nicely landed too. It was the smoothest landing I've ever had on a plane. I was like, oh, these pilots know what they're doing.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty smooth trip in all, and it was good. No screaming babies. I only heard there was a baby. I didn't even know there was a baby on a plane until they turned the lights on. I heard it go. Beep, beep. I was like, oh, there's a kid on this plane. I was like, God, every trip I've ever had, I've had some screaming like baby going the whole way. I was like, oh well, nice, good job, parents.
Yes.
Oh
man, no, like
good.
When I used to take mine, when they were younger, I used to dose them up with some Phenergan before we flew, so they would sleep.
Well,
but
I think
this one time, Will was just would not stop. I don't know what it was, and I was seriously like going to lose my shit, because I like, even being a mum, I can't, like the non-stop screaming, especially in an airplane. And I had another passenger lady like come up and say, look, do you want me to like, walk him around? I'm like, do whatever you wish, lady. Do whatever you wish. Take the child.
Yeah, no, I think because it was such a late flight, like flying out at midnight, this baby was well and truly off in the land of Nod, so it was good. Yes, Mr. Bunny, 5 degrees Celsius is warm, hence why they call Queensland the Sunshine State. it is a subtropical state, and we get more into the tropics as you go north, and yeah, it's a warm state in all, but it gets very sticky, humid, hot, like Florida here in summer, which is the downside.
Disgusting.
Very, 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 very nice in winter, but yeah, doesn't last very long, and then it's just disgustingly sticky the rest of the year, which is I hate. Don't like it.
See, then you'll be missing Perth.
Yeah, but I don't know. The dry heat feels like you're like roasting chicken in an oven. I've always said that because that's how I used to feel when I lived in Canberra, because Canberra was the same. It's just like, I don't know, there's that happy medium between sweating to try your body trying to cool itself down, and they're just sitting there dry baking going, oh my God, I'm going to die. It's just, I don't know. I got to find somewhere where it's like kind of middle ground, I guess. I don't know. Is there somewhere that exists like that? I don't know.
I know. Black Cat was saying that, she replied to one of my posts on Facebook that, it went from being like really hot to like freezing cold. And I'm just like, okay, so their weather has just been like, drip, 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 drip. It's doing, it's doing what Perth has been doing. Hello, Emily. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I will put up my PayPal link if anyone would like to post the link in the chat. Otherwise, it will be in the description box because I will be starting season 3 filming probably the end of August. Once it starts warming up, ideally. So Perth has cold nights at the moment. It does, Andrea. It sure does.
Jane wore noise cancelling headphones and did SMS. I did listen to Maneko on the plane ride over.
Did you?
Yeah, you would have seen me talk about that on Sparks of Paranormal interview. Yes.
I thought you didn't. Did you do it on the way home?
No.
Or did you sleep?
No, I watched some of my shows I downloaded. But no, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did do that on the way over, and it was quite interesting because I wanted to see like if it would work up there in the air, and of course it did because I'm up like almost in the ether, so as close as one can get to being up in the ether, apart from being in a fucking rocket ship. So spaceship, yeah, it was crazy. Obviously, I wasn't talking my questions out loud; just did them like subconsciously in my mind. But yeah, it was. I was getting some answers. It was fucking crazy. I was like, yeah, this is. I was like, I don't know if anyone's ever tried this, but I'm going to do it because I had nothing else to do. You don't have Wi-Fi on planes here, so I was like, well, what's going to work with I didn't have anything downloaded, no music to listen to. I had to do something to entertain myself. I'm like, hey, why not experiment with this? And it worked. So I was like, well, that's crazy.
Well, speaking of spirit boxes, I got mine in the mail. So I finally got my spirit box, and it's the new model, and I tried it out in the house because I thought, why not? I'm moving out anyway, and holy shit, there was like so much coming through. I was blown away, and I was playing it for Kaisha a couple of nights ago in garage, and yeah, like I was getting hellos coming through, and so. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the.
No, that's why you got to mod it out to get rid of that. Through which I've got to sit down next week and finish working on mine, just fix it up because I had to put that aside before I came over because I was having trouble with it, so I can get rid of that. So,
Mr. Bunny, what if you did make contact on flight? Tower
oh, I
movies.
did. Well, that's the thing. Spirit is everywhere. You can't say nowhere there's not spirit anywhere, because people have, their spirit guides or their ancestors with them everywhere they go. So of course they're going to be on a plane with them, like whether it's there just to protect them as they travel, or, I'm up there in pretty much the ethers. So, it doesn't matter where you go. You could be sitting on a fucking beach. You could be, I get them coming through every now and then here at home. I don't have, my house is not haunted, but I will have, it could be my grandfather will just randomly pop through, so you can't say there's no spirits or ghosties on a plane, because, people will be, have their ancestors with them. They'll have whatever with them. So.
Oh, Janine, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Janine, thank you.
I mean, I probably do. And yes, Emily, yes, you are correct. Let them handle it.
Exactly. Electric. That's it. Spirits are energy. Energy is fluid. It does not stop at one place or go to another. It goes everywhere. It flows through everything, and it is everywhere. And that's it. That's just the way it is. So, you're going, it depends on what questions you're asking, who you're with. Some people will carry energy or spirit with them everywhere they go. It's not necessarily like an attachment, as, like, oh my God, it's a scary attachment. It's just,
they'll have
spirit. They'll have they'll have, a deceased loved one with them everywhere they go, because that deceased loved one is looking out for them. So it doesn't matter where they go, whether it's at home, at work, traveling, that person's going to be with them everywhere they go. I wasn't asking, is this plane haunted? I was just saying, is there anyone here with me? It was months ago now, but I was just asking general questions. And, there's going to be spirits up there floating around, if you believe in heaven or hell or the other side, transitioning through up there. I don't have the answers. Yeah. No one does. So, I was just interested to see what would come through.
Yeah, see, I mean, I had like male and female coming through, but I had this weird whistling sound.
We love everybody.
that just kept coming through like at random. It was so weird. And, I said to Kaisha, I'm like, what is that noise? Like, it just sounded like when you blow into a recorder and your fingers aren't covering all the holes. So it was a bit odd, but I don't pick up anything like negative in my house. Like no. I don't think my house is haunted, but like Jane said, they spirits just are around, and other than my demon that's around me, haven't had him come through yet, which is weird. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So it's just like because being mediums, we're going to attract spirit energy, because they gravitate towards our energy, our light source, because it's whether they're looking for answers or help, or it just is what it is. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, Electric. There you go.
That's pretty cool. Booty wiping ghosty.
Yes. They like bathrooms. They like bathrooms. I don't know if it's got to do because a bathroom has a lot of water source. There's their theory that water source and flowing water source amps up the energy. Like I've got a feeling that has a lot to do with what's going on at Jen's house because of that stream that's across the road and the ley line
and the
quartz and the quartz and the granite on the land across. Like that's got a lot to do with. Directly across from her is that sort of runway thing that's going on, that energy runway.
Cool, Emily.
But bathrooms have a flowing water source. You've got the toilet that flows. You've got the taps. You've got the shower, and then having the tiles, they're usually ceramic. That's that's made from clay. So you've got, that feeds into the stone tape theory, like that's, another energetic sort of source. So, that could be why I'm only speculating, like I always do. That's another thing I think why spirits tend to like bathrooms.
That's all anyone can do is speculate. But the, how I had that light, the heat lamp, just one of them coming on the bathroom. Well, I had
electric.
My toilet flush.
Amazing. Yeah.
Like you heard it
Emily.
that day, without anyone being there. And the other heat lamp switch turned on. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing negative in your house, but someone's around.
No. Just me. Just the demon.
The demon in those crazy people's imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we don't need to talk about them. So, yes.
We don't need to talk about them. How's it going?
No, we don't need to talk about them. So, anyway. Should we do our first round? We should. Let's get someone on here and have a bit of a chit chat, a chin wag, and have some fun skis. Cause
all right, let me look at the emojis.
Yes, right, Tony, I definitely agree. If you're the president of any spirit around, should always talk to them because they're usually there for a reason.
Demons like
to get your attention.
Yeah. That's it, Emily. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're new, hi Tony. If you're new to this kind of live stream,
Mr. Bunny, Mr. Energy.
Mr. Energy.
Because I was reading what he said.
The Energy
Mr. Bunny's now going to, the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, now I'm
this goes on and on and on.
Now I'm thinking of him as the Energizer Bunny.
Sorry, Mr. Bunny. I totally agree, and that's what I was saying. That is the theory that moving water provides energy, which I totally like. They use moving water in power stations. That's that's how they create electricity, for God's sake. So of course it's going to create any type of energy. Exactly. So.
That's it. All right. So if you're haven't been in the chat for one of these live streams before, basically what we do is we will give you an emoji to post. So whoever's willing to come on and chat to Jane and I, we'll put, that particular emoji in the chat. Daniel. And then we just scroll and just pick one randomly.
Old ones, yes, probably are. Is that an old power station in Fremantle? Is that an old power station? Yes. Well, that's haunted AF. There you go, Daniel. Mm-hmm. Yes, old power stations are probably haunted, and I would say the one at Fukushima, Hiroshima,
which I still have to go to.
Kabunga, they are.
Yeah, Kabunga.
Yeah, well, they all blew up. So
is that another?
So I would say,
is that another word?
Kabunga. Yep, do it. Do it.
So let me have a look at the emojis. All right. For the first round, let's do and I'll put it in the chat, let's do the raccoon emoji. Since we've been talking about animals and birds. Hi, Selena.
I love trash pandas. That's my spirit animal. Oh, my God.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of course it is. I get around like crazy and get into things that I'm supposed to, cause a ruckus and a mess, and hello, trash panda. I'm like, I love them. Everyone hates them, and I love them. That's what I feel like. Everyone hates me, but I love me. I don't care.
I don't know what my spirit animal is. How do I find that out?
You just adopt one.
Oh, well, mine will be cats. It's got to be a cat then.
Oh, I have other spirit helper animals, but my spirit animal
Mhm.
I'm a trash panda, for sure. I'm little and I'm feisty, and if you mess with me, I'll go you. Like, don't even hesitate. Like, they're aggressive. They can be super aggressive. But they're
Guys,
cute as hell. And they're cute as hell. That's me.
all right. If you if you want us to pick you to come on and have a chat, you've got to put in the raccoon emoji. Just the raccoon, only raccoon.
I want to go outside one day. Like, this is why I want to go to America. Go outside one day and open, like, the big, trash, the skip bin, like those, I don't know what they call them over there. And there's, like, a little army of raccoons in there that I can, like, summon and tame to be my little fucking trash panda army. I'll be like, oh my God, God sent you all. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Now I get to have my own trash panda army. Awesome. You see it I see it on the internet, and I'm like, people open it up, and there's like all these little trash pandas just standing there looking at it, and might be like, oh, I've just died and gone to heaven. Right, that's it.
Do you want to
come
know
with me?
Really,
I've got
really
my little
weird
army.
Yeah. Do you want to know something really weird? Okay. So, like, I'm a huge wombat lover. Have been since I was a kid. And every single time we drove across, like, to Queensland, like, in the Nullarbor, we'd pull into, like, Nullarbor station, and they would always have, like, all these, really cool wombats. So I would collect one every single trip, and I would even get Dad to stop, because I'd be looking out the window to see if I could see, like, any kind of like warrens for them to go into. And road trains, like big semi-trailer trucks and stuff, would be driving past, like, honking their horns, thinking, what is this girl doing out, like, in the scrub, because there's no trees, guys, it's just freaking desert basically. But I saw something on, like, it was a show when I was, like, in primary school, and it was the like, wildlife, and she had a wombat, but then she called in, like, she was feeding, and she called in, like, the other little wombats, and they were, like, only little ones.
They're like this big. They're like jelly beans when they're born. They're so tiny.
Yeah, like kangaroos, but these were, like, about this big, and it was like little flooring, like the vinyl flooring, and so all you could hear was all these little, like, running, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need, like, because I used to say I was a Wombi queen, because I'd call them Wombies, and I was telling Mum and Dad one day, and I said, and I'm going to have a freaking army of Wombies. So when you said that about the freaking trash pandas, I'm just, like, picturing all these freaking wombats. So mine would have to be wombat, Danny kitty cat. All right. So
who have we got? I can hear you, Maddie.
Hang on.
I can hear Maddie.
Matthew, can you turn your volume down, please? What? Turn your volume down. It's Emmett. You can hear Emmett talking. Come on, guys. You've got to put in the raccoon emojis. We've had a couple. Daniel. Andrea.
Selena.
All right. Let's all right, Daniel, give us a thumbs up if you want to come on and chat to us. But I'll need to send you the link on IG or Facebook. I don't know what would it be easier for me to send it to you on Facebook or Instagram? Those sound delicious. Oh, Electric, are you cooking?
Oh, always cooking.
Sugar gliders. Oh, she's talking about sugar gliders. Oh.
They're so cute.
Janine, don't be silly. You can do
Oh,
audio. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to, guys.
You don't have
You
to
don't
cut on
have to do
camera.
video. Yeah, you don't have
You
to
can
do
just
video
do
if you don't
audio.
want to. So, are you under Daniel under that name on Facebook and Instagram? Send it to Salvatore Scurry. Okay. Let me share. Let me see. I might have to add you on Facebook first. Salvatore. Oh, Scurry.
I just got the pretzel dessert out. Oh, send us some electric, please. Yawn.
SCUIRI. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on and my eyeball's hurting. I can't find you, Daniel. I cannot find you.
Yeah, Paranormal Geek. That's just so weird. What the hell happened with that? I don't know. Bloody social media does weird shit. Bloody Zuckerberg. What are you doing, mate? Puts Dharma Jane and her mods in bloody Facebook jail all the time, but like literally stupid crap.
Okay.
Shout out to Dharma Jane.
Jane, can you try and find Daniel for me?
On what? Where? What?
On
what am I
Facebook.
Doing?
On Facebook.
Okay, let me just. Okay.
Salvatore. I'm spelling it right.
Yeah.
SCUI.
Hang on. Yeah. I'm going as fast as I can.
No. I'm saying it for myself.
Oh. Whoop. Do.
Let me just is
that
one?
you?
Is this you, Daniel?
That's the only one that's coming up.
Just give me a yes, it is. Yep, cool bananas. Okay.
Victoria! Hello, beautiful.
Vicky.
So, I don't really have much to report because I don't even know what I'm doing just yet.
Well, get your shit together, Jane. Get your shit together.
I know. No, I will have I will have plenty of traveling coming up. So anyone wishing to donate to my travel fund, not interstate traveling. I don't know what my hair's doing. It's annoying me. My petrol fund.
Oh, hang on.
I'll be heading out to probably Gatton again. Out to check that out again. And
the nipple of knowledge. The nipple of knowledge.
Out west to Highfield and possibly up to Bundaberg. Bundaberg's supposed to be a wealth of haunted locations, and that's over. That'll be a couple of overnight trips. That's 8 hours from here up north. Yes. So.
All right, Daniel, I sent it to you, but because we're not friends on Facebook, 3 cats in the bedroom. I have 5. I have 5 cats, but there's only 3 on the bed yet. But it'll come through probably as a message request. Don't rub it in, Peter. What am I rubbing in? The nipple of knowledge. The nipple of knowledge. Maybe this should be my throat chakra.
Yes, Tony, I'd love to come to Melbourne, but unfortunately my all my funds have been depleted for almost 5 months in Perth and getting home. So yes, I will be here in Queensland just for a little bit. But yeah, it's just getting to and from locations.
Yeah.
The trip up to Bundaberg's going to cost a little bit.
Rubbing.
But yeah, I'm keen to tie up this raw footage series and get season 2 happening. To get that happening.
Do you mean rubbing like this, Victoria? A little bit of a seductive rub?
No, I think it's more like
or a
no.
Shine it up.
You're doing. I think you're doing it a little bit wrong.
Yes, this is my third eye.
You're going to be going. You're rubbing. No, you're not rubbing it on you. I think you're rubbing it a little bit wrong.
How do you want me to rub it?
You actually rub.
Yeah. All right. So go to your messenger, and it will come. You will see it. Hang on. Let me add you as a friend. I've requested, so it'll be Peter Renee. So I've added you as a friend. So then the message should, accept. And then you should be able to see it. Or I'll message it again. There you go. I messaged it again. I messaged it again.
Yeah, Tony, send it through. Like, yeah, I'd like to see whatever it is that this place is. Always interested.
Which place? What did Tony say?
Somewhere in Melbourne. He said he's got some locations in Melbourne. Yeah, just
something in their car park. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be on a supernatural paranormal radio station in Melbourne that I've been invited onto. That will be, I think it's the 3rd of July. So it's the 2nd of July, Friday night. So it'll be Friday morning for anyone out of Australia, but otherwise it's Australia-wide. And it's quite well, for me it's not too late because like it's obviously a nighttime radio station. I think it's like 8 for me maybe, because maybe 9.
You're going to do the paranormal shows late at night, so it's more spooky that way.
Yes. And guys, please help me out to get featured on Nukes So Spooks for my Mr. Sparkles. Just keep tagging them, post that clip on their subreddits. Yay. Okay.
Yeah, do all the things. All the things.
Yeah, because that will help me out like immensely. And Jane and I have got gosh, this thing's just going off in the background. I've got to turn it off. Yes, Jane and I have got to edit the spirit running at Clackline from our first videos. So just before Jay runs like a scaredy cat and makes Jane like
Jesus out of me. Yes, throw myself on the floor.
But yeah, during that sensory depth, there's also a shadow that comes out from the wall behind me. So yeah, we'll be putting that plus the running, and then Jane also captured that running again on her second lot.
Yes, I was in was it the last episode? Yeah. I put up 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I walked in that same building.
Yes.
Runs off.
So, yes, when Jane and I get that edited, hopefully this week, we will, if you guys can share it, because we need to get Jane featured. We need to get, where are you? Jane featured.
Yeah, I've got to get my subs up. I need to get my channel moving, and that's why I'm keen to get season 2 moving, and that's why I need a little bit of help. 'cause,
Well,
yeah,
I know that Shivers is going to be featuring the video, which is really nice because
awesome. That's very good.
in a goddess tagged, and now I've gone
Nice.
really dark.
Wonderful.
And he said I'll take care of it, so that will be great.
Hey, Reginald.
Hi, Reginald. How are we?
So yeah. So yes.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Ashley. Welcome.
Hi, Ashley.
Awesome Auslies.
Auslies. It's a new one. We add that to our dictionary as well. Auslies.
Oh, okay. So,
Where's my shadow? I don't know.
this is another one of my children.
Oh, Becky. Becky Boo. I miss you, Becky.
Becky, say hi to Auntie Jane. Look, she's right there.
Becky.
Hang
Hello.
on, I'll take. All right, say.
Becky. Hello, Becky Boo. Hello.
She's like,
yeah, I don't know. She's sort of looking around like I can hear her. Hello, Becky Boo. Yeah, here I am. Hello.
Like, what the fuck?
She's like, what's she doing in there? Aww. I miss her too. But she'd hang out with me as well. I don't know where my shadow is. I think I know where he might be. Give me a second. I got to go find him. Oh, that's right. I can take my head.
Up. Oh, you just want to cuddle. Well, Becky is, we reckon a little girl in a past life, a petulant little child. And you can tell her off, and she will just freaking sit there, and she will just look at you with that look that that's a defiant kid would do.
Here he is. He's up on the bed.
Oh.
On my ladder.
How long have you been away from home, Frank?
Yes. I don't know. Let me say hello to everyone.
Oh, Shadow. Hello, beautiful boy.
He's not impressed because he was awake, but I grabbed him. You're not impressed because I grabbed you.
Oh, hello, Baba. Yeah, what is it? Like, our babies just don't want to be on freaking camera. It's like when I
want
put
to be on
Nibbles up to
YouTube.
the screen, he's just like, Mum, just pull me down. Like,
It's because
no.
he was nice and warm, and I just annoyed him. That's my black boy.
Mum, holy shit, Frank. How far from home are you? Jeez, man. That's a long ass time, dude. Oh, Shadow. I can't wait to come over there and give you cuddles.
Oh, he'll give you cuddles.
Cuddles.
I'm a koala bear. Hang on, I'll put you back up there.
All right, Liana, thank you for coming. Brick a brack, a firecracker. Sis,
Bye,
boom,
Liana.
bar, shadow vision.
I'll talk to you very, very soon.
Rah, rah, rah. Mr. Bunny.
Oh, Mr. Bunny. That's a bit of me. I like the show. Yeah, that's my shadow.
Oh, did you get
Thank
your nails
you.
done yet? Oh, you did?
Yeah, they're blue.
Very pretty. Yes, you said you would probably get blue this time.
Yeah, I went blue. Because I'm back to my old nail salon with all my favorite colors. So yeah, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, so I had Jen over on Thursday, and Mum, we had a little bit of a team meeting. So I've got them doing some things for me, which is good because I have a list like probably the whole length of my arm, and it's been that way for the last 5 months. Was that you vibrating?
I think no, I don't think so. My phone, I just moved my phone, but yes, I'm catching up with Tans on
Reginald.
Tuesday. So that'll be good to catch up with her before her school holidays, and then try and work out some stuff with her. I'm gonna have a Zoom meeting with Mr. Steve, and then catch up with Leanna so I can get some investigations happening with those guys.
Yes.
Yes.
And we need to do a Zoom meeting with Liana and Nikki.
Yes.
And I think we've got our normal Zoom meeting tomorrow morning.
Which would be good.
So it'll be 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock for me.
Friendly. The friendlies.
The friendlies. The friendlies.
Yes. Yeah, cat a day.
Every day is a cat a day.
Yes.
Do you have kitties,
it was
Victoria?
my phone. Oh, Frank, thank you. Miss Janine, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Guys are
awesome. Life is a struggle at the moment. Everything's been a struggle. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Frank. Definitely. I've been trying to save for equipment, but every time I do that, I have to pay for some other stupid crap not stupid crap, but actually my car to get me somewhere and do this and do that. It's just an
I think
struggle.
Daniel might have got lost. I'm not too sure. But I was going to I was thinking of like getting a couple of people on. So Jane, pick an emoji.
Anyone else?
Pick an emoji.
Oh crap! Do I have that means I gotta do things. Do the things.
Do the things. You've got to do the things. Do the things.
Do the things. All right. Oh shit. All right, we're gonna do this one. You gotta go this one. The devil mask. I think it's a Japanese devil mask, like a kabuki mask. Yeah, the Japanese devil kabuki mask. We're just gonna go because I miss Japan. Someone goes, oh, I bet you miss Japan. And the other day I was like, oh, it's my GP, my doctor. I went, oh, yes, I'm missing Japan. But I'm getting my first COVID vaccination next Friday. So the journey to hopefully getting the hell out of here sometime, someday, some ways.
What channel? This is Ethereal Sisters Paranormal, Daniel. As it is on the screen.
Yes. You're not on my channel, you're on Peter's channel.
Yes. Jane is my partner in crime when it comes to live streams. All right, give us some Japanese masks, guys. Give us some masks. I sent you a message too, Jane.
Oh, you did? What? Where? Oh, okay, yes, I see.
Hang on a sec.
Okay. All right. So yeah, put those. I want to see those mask emojis in there. Frank, I'm sure you don't look like that.
Yeah. Hell, man, if you look like that, we look like.
And the mask emojis, Mr. Bunny, Mr. Bunny just missed the memo. That's okay, Mr. Bunny. The mask is if you want to come on as our random viewer guest.
Let me see.
Daniel, you're coming on as our random guest in the stream. You have to click on the StreamYard link and that'll bring you in.
It'll bring you in. And
you don't have to have. Yes, you don't have to come on video. You can just join with audio. But we're wanting to add some more guests because we said 2 or 3, so or more or whatever. Or the merrier.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier.
Enjoy your dinner, Frank.
All right, Janine, hop on. Hop on, Janine.
Let's do it, Janine.
Let's go, Janine.
I think Janine's my other spirit animal. Oh, my spirit sister. We're very similar.
Oh,
got
Janine's
that.
Freaking awesome, man.
Janine's full Italian, but I've got some Italian in me. We're feisty. We're the feisty duo. I think she's more feisty than me, but yeah. We've got that fiery feistiness going on.
Maria, where is your Instagram? What the hell?
Oh no, Zuckerberg deleted or took down her IG and her Facebook out of nowhere. She cannot access either. That's what I was going on about before.
Well, I knew she couldn't access, but I didn't know they'd been deleted. What the
Well,
fuck?
she can't access them.
It's not
So
even coming
they're
up.
not. No. Gone, skis.
No, I'm dead on there trying my email. Oh man, like that sucks. Far out. I'm sorry, Maria. That must be so frustrating.
No, Andrea, yeah, you can get the Pfizer one. You just got to go to Murdoch Hospital, apparently. That's what I was told, and that's why I didn't, because I wasn't driving like almost an hour in Peter's car to go and stuff around there. So, yeah, I can get it easy as here, so there's plenty of clinics running it, and because of my age and my health issues, I just rang up, and they're like, yep, we'll see you next Friday. Easy as.
Yeah. Let me...
Oh, Emily. Yeah, probably.
Cancel culture. I've had 3 Facebook accounts in 2 months. What? Are you serious? What the hell is going on? What is going on with the world?
I don't know. Just ridiculousness.
It is ridiculousness.
I got some crap on me. I don't know. It must be makeup. Oh, well, it is what it is. I'm a mess. I'm always a mess. I don't know. It just is what it is.
Hang on, you clicked on it and nothing happened. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Am I on?
Jen, you are Janine. Hello, gorgeous.
Like a long time. I'm an idiot.
Oh, no, you're not.
No,
You're here now.
not.
You're not an idiot. You're here now. Fantastic. Yay.
Yes. No
hang
camera,
on.
though, because I don't
That-
think anybody needs to see this scrunchy look I got going on.
It's so good. It's so good.
Hey, man, like, why
Oh,
don't you copy?
thank you, Andrea.
I'm trying, Maria. I'm trying. So what's been going on, Janine? What has been going on?
Just a migraine. I'm finally getting out of it.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes.
you've had that for days and days. Oh my God, that's just so not okay.
No, it's not. Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all.
No, I'm better, though. I've been in bed
That's
for
good.
2 days.
Having puppy cuddles, I saw.
Yes, my shadows
Yes.
of
Yes.
snoring bulldogs constantly.
Oh, it's all love though. How cute.
Uh-huh.
Do you take like any medication when you have them coming on?
I haven't had I haven't had a migraine in a couple of years. I get like sinus stuff, but this was a migraine. Like I couldn't see when I woke up in the morning. Like it literally, I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't see. I couldn't walk. Like it was like full on vertigo, like nausea. And I don't usually have a problem anymore, but I don't know, so maybe it's stress. I don't know, something brought it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's what is bringing mine on, because, yeah, I mean, I have suffered with them in the past, but like this will be like the third one in a month. So I don't know what's going on. It's freaking annoying. I think it's for me, I think it's stress in my sinuses. Because that stupid infection won't piss off. So,
girl, you need to get rid of that infection.
Well, I was booked in for surgery to have them cleaned out and then have IV antibiotic treatment, and it's usually 2 or 3 different types of antibiotics. But yeah, I had to cancel it because I had to cancel my hospital cover. I just couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't afford it because I'm not working. I could not afford it. So, and to go through the public system, I would basically have to go through this whole freaking process of them wanting to try me on every single oral over-the-counter like antibiotic, and my body just rejects them or is resistant to them. So I sent it Maria. It finally let me paste the link. But yeah, I'm hoping that the migraine mine does not develop into a full migraine. It seems to be all right at the moment. So
I hope not.
No, they're not fun. I used to get them all the time, thankfully. I touch wood. I didn't get one anytime soon.
I drank a couple beers, so I know I'm better.
Yes.
Yeah, well, alcohol's always a good painkiller, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to be having me a drink, maybe the Zoom in the morning, because I'm at home with my Japanese soju.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Yes, Kuma. It's Kuma soju. That's the rice soju. That's my favorite alcohol. So it's not vodka. It's like vodka. It's just Japanese liquor that they make with rice. So it's not sake. Different.
I never had it.
It's been sitting here. Oh, it's imported. It's what? Yeah, I've got it in can, like pre-mixed can form. But yeah, it's what you drink in Japan. Like it's meant to be the working class man's drink, and I drink it over there, and they think I'm hilarious because Japanese women don't drink it. But yeah, because it's hard liquor. Like you get like anywhere from like 2% through to 9% pre-mixed cans. I drink the 9%, the strong stuff. But it doesn't. It smells different to vodka. It smells more like, I don't know, like a really toxic whiskey. I don't know. It's probably like a clean whiskey. I don't know.
Why is it saying it's not working?
It's
like, this
tasty.
is bizarre. All right, I'll try.
I do have sake. Oh, I must not.
Okay.
I've got some sake in a can. You buy sake in a can in Japan.
Wow.
It's in like a can bottle. I won that. It was free. I got it in a convenience store bonus like lottery. It's been sitting there because I don't drink sake. I'm like,
Japan's my bucket list.
Japan's my second home. I love it.
Hi, Maria. How are you, honey?
Hi.
Hi, Maria.
Maria, hello.
Sorry, hang on 2 seconds. I resent the link for you, Victoria and Daniel. See if it works. It's the same one that we've all used. So
it told me I copied it in the Safari on my phone, and then it worked because I wouldn't click the link. I couldn't go anywhere, but then I just copy and pasted it in Safari, and it worked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. It's like how it was doing when I was trying to schedule it last night. It wouldn't accept my freaking thumbnail. It was ridiculous.
No, but then if you try and share a screen with Safari, you can't share audio. You can do it in Chrome. It's like, what is going on, StreamYard? Please get yourself together.
I have to chat on my TV to see what's going on, and I see you on my phone. I have to use two different devices.
So, Maria, when did you lose your, like, what happened with your IG and that? What?
I don't know. My husband and me were like talking, and probably a bot misunderstood something I posted, but I'm such a like low-key peaceful person on Facebook and Instagram. I still don't know what happened.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously something. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's just weird. You didn't get hacked?
How long's it been like that for?
Since, I think it's been 5 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's strange because I took like a mental health break for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've been on there every day doing something.
Yeah. Oh, Dana. Hang on. One of my neighbors is at the door. I shall be back in a moment.
Okay.
So I really don't know. I went and investigated and see if I got hacked
Yeah.
or they have like bots that they're always using, like to clear off accounts that are spamming and stuff. So I was thinking it would be that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
but it's
clueless.
weird how it's both though. Like,
Exactly.
that's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm working on it.
Hi, Nikki. And how are you feeling after your mental health break?
Well, that's the thing. I was like, I'm ready to get back into it. And then that happened.
Oh man. Oh, look, Daniel's made it.
I think I made it.
Yay, you made it.
Oh my God. That sounds like a Barry Manilow show or tune. It's like we made it.
Nice to have you, Daniel.
Nice to be here. I've never done anything like this before.
Neither have I. Next time I'll put my picture. I'm like,
well, I was doing them, probably every 2 or 3 weeks. But then, like having Jane over here and stuff, like I just, stopped doing them for a while. But yeah, no, it's fun because, like we get to chat to you guys and you can ask us questions and all that kind of stuff. So
well, this is much easier than having to type with one finger.
Yeah. Absolutely. So are you an investigator, Daniel?
Oh, I'm a wannabe.
You're a wannabe. Okay. That's good.
So I wear a hat. People ask me what my hat is and I tell them it's a hobby, basically. So I drive my friends crazy. I have one friend.
Hi, Pedro.
They did that with, and she doesn't believe anything. So I just sort of roll my eyes and go, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're the ones, that make us do our jobs even better. So
I think so. The more skeptical they are, the harder you work.
That's it. Oh, it's Boo Boo's.
It's Boo Boo's. Boo Boo's hello. Yeah, sorry. And the neighbour just come knocking and said, my mum's trying to sell her ute out the front. Some arsehole just hit the side of it and drove off. So I've had to send.
Whoa.
Yeah, she said about 10 minutes ago she was trying to call my brother. He wasn't answering his phone. He's home, thank God. So I've sent him out to deal with that. I'm like, oh.
Did you
That's
hear
happened
anything?
before. I didn't know. Well, I've got my noise cancelling headphones on. I can't hear a damn thing. So, and yeah, that's the driveway's a fair way because our house is down the back. So I've just got Boo to stop her from barking because she barks when you go out the front without her. But
no,
she looks like a sweetie. She looks like a sweetie.
Yeah, these are my little bubbles. But yeah, it was one of my neighbours, Dana. It's her favourite neighbour. She loves her, so that's why I'm like, she knows she's out there. So I'm like, no, just come here, be quiet. I'm trying to live stream here. What are you doing?
Oh man. I hope is it like much damage or?
I have no idea because I didn't go out there. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, like someone came to look at it this morning, like she's trying to sell it. So I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, we really don't need this. But no, that's happened to me. I had one of my old cars literally pulverized off the side of the road and pushed into the driveway of the neighbour's house next door. Like it was a write-off.
Shit.
Yeah, there's people come flying down our street. Like, yeah, they use it like a dragway. It's ridiculous. It's like 50 kilometers an hour down here, like slow mo. And yeah. Anyway.
Sorry to hear that.
Lord.
That sounds awful.
Oh. Yeah, not cool. Thank
welcome
you.
home.
Yeah, right. Good to see nothing's changed around here.
Oh, Janine, you crack me up. Holy shit.
Maybe I should just bust this open now.
You should do it now.
You might as well.
Maybe you should.
You should do it now.
I just bust the socket open.
Yeah, it's nearly 1 o'clock there, so it's good.
Right, I'll be back.
I hope Victoria gets on. Is she still trying?
Yeah, Vicky, you still trying? I don't know if it's StreamYard or YouTube because like 5-6 times. And I'm so glad, like, I just
Time
like
to bust.
ended up copying and pasting like what I was putting in my description because, you know, but I didn't do it for the title. The amount of times I had to retype that title, I was just like, oh. And then,
Yeah, I don't know.
and I'm just thinking, I want to go to bed. I just want to go to bed. I'm tired. Right, Vicky. Okay, cool. She said she'll be here in a minute.
If you hear Dino barking, it's because he sees the doggy on the screen.
Oh,
Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute. So, whereabouts are you located, Daniel?
I'm across the bay from San Francisco, California,
Ah,
in a town called Berkeley.
Ooh.
oh yes,
oh, okay.
Berkeley. Is that where the big fancy university is?
Oh yes, the big fancy university. I used to work for that place.
Oh,
Oh,
did you?
really?
So I
Ooh.
did
Nice.
34 years.
Oh, wow.
It's a great place to work.
Gosh. Mm,
A great place to have worked too.
yeah.
Past tense.
Why does it sound so? Why does it sound like someone's in a video arcade? Is that you,
No,
Peter?
it's not.
No,
I don't think it's me.
fine.
No.
Why is it always me?
It's
Is that
Maria's
your?
fault.
Is it? Is it? Oh, is it Maddie on his iPad behind you? Is that what I can hear?
That is strange.
Maddie?
Sounds like a little.
It sounds like a video
Darling?
arcade game.
Yes.
Oh wait a minute. Who's that?
Did you hear what he said? I don't
No.
care about your live stream.
No.
Well, you
Well,
know
this is
what?
rude.
Aha.
You're going to start caring in a second when I take your iPad and laptop. Now, off you go.
My iPad is on like legit 7%.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that, guys? 7%. Holy shit!
Well,
The charging cord into
there's other
your
places.
mouth.
There.
Take the plug, you loser. See how
You
I
can
chat
take
to my
it-
children? Go.
Yeah,
take the plug.
You can charge it elsewhere, Matthew.
That looks delicious. What's that?
But we can hear you.
Oh, the V.
I
What did you drink?
Subscribers
Oh.
on my live
I
stream.
don't know
I
if that-
decided-
The sake in a can
I don't
there
know if
for
we
a
have
minute.
that here.
No, I
Take the
decided it's
plug.
not a good idea to drink just yet. I have some other things I need to do today
Well, I'm not going to have an iPad for the entire weekend.
that may require driving.
So
So
you do hear us, that
Nice.
everyone can
What
hear
time
and see
is
you
it?
right now.
Can't sit and relax in there
Why?
because the
Matthew?
things in there.
Give me a second, people.
this is hilarious, Matthew.
right.
You're all over
We have
YouTube,
some
buddy.
reality going on right now.
Reality.
Reality TV.
Yeah.
They're-
Excuse me.
They're, welcome to the Real Housewives of Perth.
I don't care about this stupid live stream.
He wants to be on live stream.
I know. Having his 5 minutes of fame on YouTube.
I guess so.
Dumb people.
Yeah.
He's that just that age.
Yeah.
It happens.
He's like 10, so.
I wasn't speaking about you.
She should have muted. She forgot to mute. Ah.
Speaking
I
of
haven't been a
I don't
parent.
even know where to put it.
All
I
right.
survived life without having been a parent.
Yeah, well, I'm not a parent, but yes, I worked in childcare for many, many years, working with all ages from babies right through to end of primary school, or I don't know what you guys call that, about 12,
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
age of about 12. So, yeah.
It's about 6th grade here.
Yes, yeah, well, that's 6th grade here as well. So, yeah, I've worked with all ages. So, yes.
Yeah, we just got fur babies.
Yeah, well,
Fur babies.
that's what I have now.
Mhm.
I have feather babies.
He's got
Ah.
feather babies.
I have
Very
birds.
Aw.
I have birds.
Yes. Well, Mr. Bunny, we do have an Australian Housewives. We have the Real Housewives of Melbourne, and do we have one of Sydney? Yes, and I think they only have it on TV here. And,
Frank,
yeah,
you're so
obviously you guys
gross.
don't get over there.
Sorry, Frank cracks me up.
I know, Frank. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Maria, where are you?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're just 3 time zones from me.
Uh-huh. It's getting a little warm over here.
Well, you have that thing called humidity.
Hey, Neva.
Yeah.
Neva, I don't know. Did you have a wrench? Yeah,
It makes everything
sure.
twice as hot.
True.
You could be in Florida. It's the worst.
True.
I was in Texas once, which was worse.
Oh, but I
Texas
miss
is
the
worse than
beaches,
Florida?
though.
Really?
Well, Houston was the day I was there.
Ugh.
It felt like
Oh,
it was
Real House.
120.
Mr. Bunny, Real Housewives of the Outback. Oh my God.
I'd watch that.
Oh, we have Farmer Wants a Wife. I don't think it's called that anymore, but that's pretty much almost that. Like these bunch of chicks that go out and they're looking for a farmer, like as their husband. Like I don't know if it's called that anymore, but yeah, I noticed it's still on TV. I don't really watch television, but yeah, I was at a house and someone was watching TV and they had that on. But yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. Real Housewives of the Outback. I guess there would be some. I don't know. Times are tough in the Outback now, but there's still some. There's probably still some
Maybe that's
property
where the
owners
Real
out there that
Housewives
have
are.
money. Yeah, that's true.
Come on, Victoria.
Vicky, where are you?
Is it a connection?
I'm
problem with
so sorry, everybody.
Who won? Who won?
It's all
Katie?
right.
Who won?
Who
Who won?
Who do you,
Who won?
who do you think won? Come on. I
Mom's
couldn't
always
figure
right.
out.
Yeah, Andrea.
I couldn't figure out like what he was going on about. Like, but the plug's not there. I'm like, just take the freaking plug out of the power board. And then he's like, but the plug's still not there. And I'm just like, oh, there's an extension lead that my oldest son put like through the couch, so yeah, he can charge his phone and stuff. That had like fallen down, so I had to go like
Okay.
digging and
The
finding
cord.
it.
The extension cord wasn't
Extension
there.
cord, yes.
He needs
And
to learn to
then-
articulate. Bless
And
him.
then, instead of like having a tampy,
Yeah,
and
and just
then
not
there was
explaining.
a munchkin emergency, so I had to deal with that too.
Well, thanks, Frank.
I tell you what.
I'm in the darkness. That's where I am right now.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I think
that's
that's
right.
where I
It's
need to
11
be.
o'clock where you are.
Is it? I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, sure. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
All right.
about
So
to be
apparently,
roughly.
Vicky said she's waiting or something. Is she in the backstage?
No, she's not back. Oh, hang on, there she is. Ah,
Yay.
What's up?
yay!
What's up, guys?
Vicky! Victoria
Hi.
loves pocket
Pocket
plasmas.
Wow. Is that like a huge pocket plaza behind you? What's going on?
No, I
guess
got.
you do.
I'm back home with my dad for the weekend for Father's Day, so I've got no.
Oh,
Oh,
home.
nice.
I'm like way more sober
Nice.
than I usually am.
Oh,
You're
that's
beautiful, darling.
Just a
no.
little.
Yeah, and can't really smoke any weed because my dad doesn't really know. We're on YouTube.
Hey man, not monetized anyway.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
I've got the vape though, but it's not the same. So I'm chilling, but I'm here. Hi guys.
Yay!
Nice.
Hello, beautiful.
I miss your face, Victoria.
I miss your faces. Are you guys gonna
I
be
know.
on the Zoom tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be on
We will
late.
be there.
Oh, it's so
Mhm.
weird seeing me on camera. I mean on TV. Guys, I'm not wearing makeup. Ugh. I'm gonna have to turn my TV off.
Hey, you do not need to wear makeup.
You don't even
No.
need makeup.
No.
Thanks, guys. Anyways, making me blush. I'll probably be on late because my dad and I usually like watch movies at night, and then he usually falls asleep, so I'm usually the one watching the movies. But as soon as we jump off, I'll try to jump on because I miss everyone's faces.
Yes. it's been like,
Yes,
what, a
I
week?
know.
Okay,
Nice to meet you, Victoria.
A little bit
Nice to
over.
meet you, Daniel.
this is the big
Floof.
nibble.
The big
flip.
Ponzi floof.
Oh, he
He's a
is a
big
ponce.
Ponzi. Big Ponzi
He's-
floof.
He's our
He's-
he's your rotating mascot.
Yeah.
Baby. No,
He's
that's
hopeless.
a Siamese, right?
Or
Or
to everybody.
Berman.
He looks like a
Berman.
Siamese, or is he a Maine Coon?
No, he's a Berman,
Berman.
but like, look how big he is. He's like,
He's massive.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
It's
huge.
huge.
Yes.
he's like big and chubby, and
And
I say
Poncy.
to him all the time, "It's all
More
right.
kitty to love.
Yeah, it's all right. Big is beautiful."
Mhm.
Isn't that right, Nibbles? Good Lord. So, do you guys like have any questions or like for each other or for me or
us.
Jane?
How did you get into this sport?
The sport? I like that
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
The extreme action sport, paranormal
We
investigation.
need to get this in the
Extreme
Olympics.
paranormal,
The
yes.
Paranormal Olympics.
Olympics.
For me, like I had a very negative experience when I was 15. And yeah, like, I mean, I've been, a vet nurse my entire life mostly. And yeah, I decided to start investigating more seriously. So yeah, I started my channel, June this time last year,
Congratulations.
and haven't looked back. So yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's my paranormal and veterinary are the only two things that I'm this passionate about. So yeah.
So at the veterinary office or hospital, I knew a tech once who told me that she thought her office was haunted by the pets that died there.
Oh, okay.
They would
I
hear
mean,
them once in a while. They would hear them once in a while.
I've experienced seeing and hearing cats that have passed away. So yeah, especially like Nibbles. He's very similar to another cat that I had, Othello, and him and I had he was like a human, like a legit human, like not animal, he was human.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I would hear him all the time after he passed away. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. Do you believe in the demon movement?
The demon. What's the demon movement?
I
don't
know.
I don't know if I can believe in something I don't know about.
Who asked that?
Frank.
Oh, of course he did.
Hi, Neva.
What kind of demons are we talking about here, Frank? Like,
He said he was going for chimichangas. I don't know.
Dad.
And what about you, Jane? How did Daniel's asking us how we got into the paranormal?
How we got into it? Well, I from a very young age I was having visits from spirits. I'm talking like sort of toddler, around the age of 3, 4. And then when I think I was around 4.5, we moved into a pub. My dad took over the license of an old Victorian pub in Sydney, and that was haunted AF. And had many experiences there with shadow figures, murky energies in the cellar. But yeah, everyone in the family, including my grandparents who had the lease with Dad, all had experiences. Nothing could be explained, and everyone knew it was haunted. And there'd been obviously stories of past people that had the pub being haunted, and definitely stuff going on there. And so it just became a normal thing from a very young age, and and just very much into all things paranormal from there on, and just kept coming at me, and I started investigating back in around 2006 with a team. Obviously, that team disbanded after a while, just sort of, it worked for a bit and then it didn't, and like teams do, it either works or it doesn't, and and then I just kept it up as a hobby until last year when I was like, no. I've got to get back to this. Just it was calling me to get back to it, and I already had some equipment, and then I just got back on it, and it just happened overnight. I was like, right, I'm starting it, I'm doing it, I'm not waiting, I'm not waiting for a partner in crime, just going to do it. So I just started investigating, and haven't looked back since.
That's cool. It's like it's been a part of your life, your whole life.
Oh, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just one of those things. Like, I think it was, like there's other factors, to do with my psychic abilities, and there's a lot of
Well, I
factors
was
come in
just
play.
gonna
I'm trying to give you the
Yeah.
short of a very long story, but
Yeah.
it's sort of always just been a part of my life in one way, shape, or form. Like, obviously, before I moved to the pub, that house was not haunted, but I was having experiences anyway where, spirits were crossing paths with me. And then even outside of like moving away from that pub, those things were still occurring. And I was like, I'm meant to be doing something with this in some way, shape, or form. And I was, watching shows like Ghost Adventures going, this is what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. I have all these questions, and
Certainly.
I want
Yes.
to be seeking answers, but, I see myself doing it in a slightly different way. And, just like I come from a long line of police officers as well. Like my dad was one, my grandfather, I've had uncles, his cousins, and I always had that sort of natural urge to investigate things. And I was at one stage in my life, I was going to join the police force because I wanted to be a detective, but it just never eventuated. But I think it's funny that, I'm just
You're
sort of
another
investigating.
kind of detective. You're a
I'm
different
another kind of detective.
Yes, you are.
So, even Mum thinks that's quite interesting that, I'm not exactly a homicide detective. I'm a paranormal detective and such. So, I'm still investigating things and I'm still questioning and, so I think that's sort of being born, having that sort of, natural sort of inquisitive instinct and, as well as, other things. There's lots comes into play, and that's why I've ended up on the path I'm
must be
at
very
today. So.
It must be very helpful to have both the psychic and the technical skills to go along with that.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, that's why, like, I think Jane and I, like, just always kept getting, like, pulled back to doing paranormal because of, our abilities and, and because, you're hearing things, you're seeing things and sensing things. And, like, it does play a huge part in, our investigating, but we don't use it to investigate with, if that makes sense. Like we'll say if we're feeling something
but I'm still always questioning in a grounded logical sense. So I'm like, it could be this or it could be that, or is it something environmental, and I'm looking to my pieces of equipment like to try and correlate what I'm sensing or what I'm questioning in a more logical sort of sense, so but I think that's sort of where the cop bloodlines that I inherited comes into play. So I'm kind of very thankful for all that. And that my dad brought me up a certain way as well, to always be questioning things and always be like just never just take things as cut and paste or as black and white. There's always an in between, and just always be questioning things. I think I'm very thankful for my dad for bringing me up a certain way. And so there's lots of factors that come into play when it comes to me and investigating. And I think that's
I know, like my mum and dad, like I had a similar upbringing, but it was always like you've got to think of all the possibilities. You've got to think of it could be as simple as when you go out tonight, think of this and this, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I'm not even like going to be on my own. Yes, but you got to think of worst case scenario. If that did happen, then this is some advice on what you do. So it was always like that. And so with my ex-husband, like, because that's how I am, I look at things in a very practical and a logical manner, and he does not, and still does not. So if I would be like, okay, no, that situation's not going to work, or that business or investment, that's not going to work, there was all these arguments, and I'd always be right in the end of the day.
Thanks, Andrew.
I'm changing venues here. Excuse me, I'm still here. I just had to.
That's okay.
Yeah, because my neighbor's outside and he's watering the garden. I was sitting on the porch, so.
Andrea said us ladies are better than Ghost Adventures. Thank you, Andrea. That is an awesome compliment.
That is a freaking amazing compliment.
No,
Gosh.
yeah.
I wish.
I don't know if you know Amy from Amy's Crypt.
Yes.
Yeah, not personally, but
Well, I don't personally know her, but we know
actually
of her.
like what she does because they don't all come out, conclusive. That to me seems like a more realistic view of what actually happens in investigations.
Yes.
No, well, that's exactly how we work. I would never sit there and go, there's activity here, but can't always say, oh, it's definitely this or it's definitely that. I just go in and this is what we got.
Right.
Here you go.
Right.
You make of it what you will.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not like, oh my God, this place has definitely got this or this place is that. Like with Clickline, we've been forming a storyline, and that's through correlating the evidence we've gotten over multiple visits. There's certain names coming through, like, so there's obviously spirits with these names, and there's this storyline going on. But when it's just one random visit, you might get a name on a headstone. I might get things that are this or that. You get the one random thing that I can correlate it. But I'm always just like, okay, here's what I got. What do you guys think? I'm never like,
and see,
it's got to be a demon.
I've still got investigations that I've put up on my channel that to me they're boring AF because they're not like super active, but that's I put them up because that's how they go sometimes. Sometimes you get some activity, sometimes you get nothing. Obviously those episodes have got, certain things throughout them, but, compared to, say, other locations, and I'll leave clips in that we've got not a lot happening because that is legitimately how it goes, It's not just bam, 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 bam for the entire night.
Yeah,
that's it.
Have all this stuff happening.
No, well, that's what we always say. Yeah, like if they're going, there are some super active locations, and you will get things constantly happening, but you've got this, if it's looking like it's something out of a Hollywood horror, then you've really got to be questioning, like, is this legitimately
tables being flipped by themselves? Is that?
Yeah, like you've got to be really going. Okay, there's. You've really got to be questioning what's really going on there,
and if
apparitions and figures every single episode, you've really got to be questioning the legitimacy of what you're actually watching, because that's not the nature of the paranormal. That's not how it works. You can go to the most active location in the whole entire fucking universe, and on that night, you get absolutely nothing, because there is so many things that affect the energy of a place. It could be the planet alignments, what the moon phase is doing, what your energy is doing, and that will totally affect whether that energy of that place is going to be off or not, or if it's going to be switched right on or not. So just because you're going into a haunted location doesn't mean you're going to get anything or you're going to get much at all. And then you could go there 2 weeks later and it's popping like crazy because there's so many factors that affect energy.
That sounds like retail sales.
Depends on the sale, the holiday.
But that's how it works.
Hello,
that is how it works. Like, and people just don't get it. Like, this is what I try to drill into people all the time. They just don't get it.
We talk about it on our lives quite a bit.
Like, if you're watching a channel and there's like, constant just things are being flung around, and there's shadow figures and apparitions episode after episode, like, you've really got to be questioning what you're really actually watching. And it's entertaining, and people are going to do for their channel what they feel they need to do to get where they want to go. Everyone has hopes, goals, aspirations, a vision of what they want to create for themselves, and I have no problem with that. Do what you need to do, but you know, I would
we'd rather, keep our
just
integrity and remain
as an
authentic.
investigators and authentic, and just go, look, nothing much happened. It is what it is, but here's what I got. Make of it what you will. You know, it's just
Tony,
it is how it is.
DM me that info. That would be awesome. Thank you. That would be awesome.
But you know, I'm always like, you know, if there is a story attached to it, if I can correlate that, if there's a history attached, if I can correlate that, fantastic. And even if it's just one or two little small pieces of evidence that I can use to correlate that, well, fucking great. I've done my job.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is too is that the episodes that we put out, that is like a condensed version into say it's an hour-long episode of maybe 5 hours of filming.
That must be pretty labor intensive to put all that together, to digest it down into 45 minutes or an hour.
It's the
editing,
time consuming. But yeah, I mean, it depends on like with my episode that's coming out Sunday night for you guys. Like trying to not bore the audience, because we're doing like a double sensory deprivation, and and then we've got something else going on. But it's just when you're picking up sounds and EVPs, you're cutting, you're having to put subtitles in, you're
listening to make sure what you're hearing is right, you're not messing it up, and it's relevant, because some stuff is not relevant.
It was like like I must have played some of them at like 10 times, and
you want it to be visually looking good, and so editing is the most labor intensive part. That's what takes the time. It's not just a matter of, hey, let's go out and investigate and it's all fun and woo, and then just chuck it up. No. I wish.
But I mean, I do enjoy the editing process, because I'm a creative person and I like doing it. But yeah, like at the moment I've got a lot of things going on personally as well, so it's kind of like just got to get it done.
Like you obviously have a passion for it, or you wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Oh, you have to. If you don't, like, you just wouldn't last. Like, it's just one of those things. You've got to be passionate, motivated, driven all the way. Yeah. Like, it becomes your life. It becomes your life. It becomes your life. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's super easy to get like burnt out on that if you weren't passionate about it.
I mean, I have been, feeling burnt out, but, it's like I did a live stream on Monday, and, I needed to have a break before I got into, showing, some highlights of my Green Hills episode. And I said to everyone, like, I'll put on a static camera
for I like
you guys
that
to watch.
Yeah.
And, so off I went, and then I saw a couple of people comment in the chat saying, oh, she hasn't pressed play yet. And then someone else said, oh, no, I think she was going to press play when she got back. So I went back to my computer and I said, guys, it's a static camera. It is playing.
That was my dumb
you guys. No. I said, you guys are like, this is what, like, and sometimes I've got, up to 20 hours of that kind of footage to go through.
Wow.
And you're staring at just a picture that's basically looks like a still shot, waiting with the anticipation of like, come on, shadow figure,
You guys must love the adrenaline rush behind it though too, because that's my dream to go and investigate because of that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys like in the chat, or everyone who's on at the moment on the screen with us? I asked in my live about putting up like doing a static camera like marathon, and everyone was like for it. So would you guys?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm game.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
because I mean, it would give you a taste of, you know, what we've got to, you know, do behind the scenes, and
People
Yeah,
can like
everyone's just keen to
timestamp
hang
stuff.
out.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Well, yeah, I don't
We
know.
all like hanging out.
Hang
Yes.
out on a private channel, however number of us would be watching it together,
yeah,
you know, or one way I would think of it is that someone could go in and fast forward through some of it to get some of the highlights instead of watching every single second. Like I put a number of devices out and watch them flash on and off, and then have a parallel EVP on an MP3 player recording the whole session so that I can go back over that same visual and then track it back to the EVP and see if I hear anything. I've done that before and found a few inclusive, but it's just another layer of it.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, my new filming partner is currently going through and watching all my Green Hills static camera footage that I've
Dan
got.
Texas said yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea because people can help you out with the timestamps and the editing.
Yeah. So all I need to do is like put all those clips into my editing software so I can render them, and then I can like make up a playlist. But yeah, that will take time to go through every single clip, render, upload.
Wow. Yeah. Gosh.
But
Andrea has a question. When you finish, keep going.
no, it's okay. How do you prevent anything coming home with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I must admit I've been really slacking in that department lately.
Oh, girl.
No, I always silently say it's always the intention is always there with my spirit guides. I don't need to speak it out loud.
I have like done that, but I normally am a lot more specific. Like I'll be like I'll have a chat to the spirits before I leave, or you know, I'll say a prayer before I leave. But I think going you know, and like I'll always like do some prep throughout, you know, the afternoon while I'm getting ready and organizing my gear and stuff. But the pace that Jane and I were going at, guys, was, I mean, we were doing 20 things at once every second. So I got really like, you know, we were very discombobulated. We were just like, you know, our minds were just freaking in every direction. So yeah, I got a little bit slack with that. But normally I will, you know, say prayers and before I go on to a haunted location, and I will do the same before I leave. And I'll always tell spirits that, you know, they can't follow me home, that they can't attach to me, any of my belongings, blah, blah, blah. So
no, well, I'm always working with my spirit guides, just like I just set the intention, but I do it in subconscious way. Just obviously we verbalize with the spirits on locations so that they're not welcome. They have to stay and rest peacefully where they are, and like, or whatever's going on, and they're not welcome to follow us. But yeah, I work with my spirit guides on a, you know, daily basis anyway, and we have that, you know, that agreement that they're always out there protecting me wherever I go and what I'm doing. So yeah, and I just set the intention as I go in, and as I'm leaving, I just quietly thank them for, you know, protecting me all the way. So yeah, I don't really, unless I'm in a place with heavy energy, I usually will sage my car and myself. But yeah, obviously I didn't have any sage with me while I was away in Perth. But it's fine. I don't
packed in a box somewhere.
I always have I have my onyx ring on me and my my Egyptian.
I wear my it's bracelet.
So what do you think happened in with David and Adrian then? Do you think maybe like they go beyond those protections that you had, or maybe they were just clinging on to you for protection?
Well, with Adrian, okay,
he wanted help.
So with Serpentine, when Jane and I went there to do B-roll, and as we're like, you know, walking on our way out, you know, I don't know about Jane, but like it just felt like, you know, and I could see like in my third eye, like there was just a whole like bunch of spirits who were like, oh yeah, let's go. And you know, so I had to keep like just pausing and saying, guys, you need to stay here. Like, we'll be back later to talk to you. Like,
yeah, I could
here.
energetically feel like someone was wanting to push that barrier and come. And then I got in the car and I was like, wait, we've got a hitchhiker. But I knew he wasn't anything bad. He just was a bit of a lost soul that just needed some help. And yeah, it just took us a little bit to kind of help him.
Yeah. And see, the thing with that too is that, you know, I had the music up really loud. But, you know, when we, you know, went to walk out the entryway, I was just like, I ended up putting up my hands and saying, all right, guys, please just back up. It was just like this huge wall of like energy, like trying to like cross this, you know, fence line. And I'm just like, okay, you gotta stay here.
Like
no, it was just like, I don't know, like it's really hard to describe. But yeah, though, I mean, it wasn't like anything negative. It was just like, oh, cool, like let's go. You know, and so Jane, I had the music up loud, and I had Sean in the front seat with me, and Jane didn't say anything that she was like picking up Adrian. And he was a spirit that I had come through that was following me around in one of the unmarked sections. Very, very sad and you know, melancholy spirit, because, you know, no one knows he's there. He feels like no one knows he's there, and no one comes to visit him. He's just become like completely and utterly lost. But it wasn't until like, you know, I was back out on the main road, and I was hesitant to say anything because Sham was there. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, like no, like there's someone sitting in the back seat. And I said, and I thought both Sean and Jane would be able to hear me. And all I said was, oh, and FYI girls, like we've got ourselves a hitchhiker. And Jane didn't hear me say that. Only Sean did. So, you know, she was like saying prayer. And then, you know, we got home and I said to Jane, I went to walk outside and I stopped because, you know, he was right like there with me. And I'm just like, oh, shit. and I couldn't say anything because my boys were there and I didn't want to freak them out. And, you know, Jane was coming outside and I'm like, Jane, Adrian's here. And she says, I know. He was like in the back seat with me. And I said, hang on a sec, did you hear what I said in the car? And she said, no, what did you say in the car? So, but he was just like he was so happy because Jane and I could hear and see him. Like, so
you just talk to him.
Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh, like you can
just hang out and
yeah. But you know, I said to him, look, I'm sorry, you've got to stay outside. So he ended up just like kind of living in the garage for, you know, a few weeks.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But he was happy, like, just hanging out for a bit, and then we took him back and he was all good.
Yeah.
Did your boys ever sense him? Like, did they ever feel anything, get any weird vibes?
Okay, so not with Adrian, but with the my ghosty boyfriend from the Roundhouse. Yes. And speaking of, hang on, let me just shut my door.
It's getting juicy.
Yeah, so that ghosty boyfriend came around before I was there, but yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, so the ghosty boyfriend from the Fremantle Roundhouse. But before I forget, a couple of nights ago, I'm sitting like at my dining table. Everyone's in bed. And I just happened to be like looking, down towards my bedroom, and my lamp's on in my bedroom. Matthew's, asleep, and I see, I swear to God, I see like a shadow figure, like just cross the light that my bedroom door's giving off. And I'm just like, so then I'm sitting there just staring, thinking, okay, maybe Manny got up. Maybe it's one of the cat shadows. But yeah, I saw like a cat, like a little shadow. And I'm like, okay, well, that's probably the cat, like one of the cats on like the end of my bed here. But I was just like, okay, interesting. Who are you? But yes, with the spirit from the roundhouse, Matthew saw a couple of things, and one night it was just him and I here, and Nibbles was just at my door, like just staring. And Matthew was just trying to like play with him and get his attention and stuff. And he says to me, like, Nibbles is acting weird, Mum. He won't. And I'm like, what? I was just getting irritated. And he's like, no, like, I'm trying to like do he plays this boo game. You say like boo, and he'll like meow back at you, right? And he wasn't doing it. He said he's just like staring out into the hallway. And I'm in the bathroom and I'm just like brushing my teeth. I'm just like, like I'm saying nothing. But yeah, he was a bit more on the negative side, that one. But yeah, he left. Jane regurgitated him out on her end.
I got rid of him from here before I even went to Perth. But I don't know how. Yeah, he overstepped his mark with you. I don't know how that happened because I wasn't there. But yeah, no. But yeah, no. Old Adrian just wanted some company. I think he was a bit lonely and lost, and he had his little hangout time and company.
Yeah,
and
he had a bit of.
He went on his happy way. Went on his happy way back to the cemetery and on to wherever he needed to go. It wasn't really that bad, but so no, most of the time. But most of the time, like with me, if I do have anything come along for the ride, which happened in Japan, it was just someone that needed my help. So it's usually someone that hasn't gone on to their next journey properly, and I need to rejig that for them, and away they go when I work it all out, and usually how it works.
Well, I have a question that kind of plays off Victoria's. Like, if you're an empath and you're trying to investigate, and I don't know if anybody out there is and on right now, but how do you stop to get those emotions affecting you?
Sometimes you can't.
You can't.
Is there a way to make yourself stronger to not have it affect you emotionally, or is there?
Well, I mean, an example for me was at doing during my solo sensory deprivation at Clackline, and I started getting really emotional and I was crying and I just felt really, really sad, and I couldn't stop crying. It was really hard to talk, but. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I think I just naturally tune out. I don't know about you, Jane, but
yeah, well, it's a process called it's even being an empath, just in normal life. They call it observe, not absorb. So it's disconnecting what's actually your emotion to what's the emotion of other people that you're pulling in. So rather than absorbing that and taking it on as your own, which you naturally do as an empath, it's like finding that disconnect between like, okay, so I'm just observing that emotion rather than absorbing it. So rather than energetically taking it on, does that make sense, Janine? Like, so Yeah, so like I had my last sensory dep at Clackline, which will be in a coming episode. It was rather heavy and very unexpected, and I never expected my time there to end like that, and I got very emotional, and I had to,
We
as
both did.
trying to finish the process of what was going on, I had to really pull back and go, okay, this is not my, yes, it's an emotional, what's going on is rather emotional, but this is, yes, it's partly my emotion that I am feeling, but it's very much the emotion of what it was engaged in, what was going on. And I had to try and like really pull myself back and disconnect so I could finish the process of what was going on. And yeah, so I had to just remember, okay, observe, not absorb. I'm absorbing here. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So
and electric saying it's way easier said than done.
It is.
Like,
It is very hard, and it takes practice. It takes practice, and it's a mindful thing you need to be mindful of every day in your everyday life, and it takes practice. But there are times where you just can't. It is very hard because it's so overwhelming, and that energy that's, you know, that you're feeling and that isn't yours is just so overwhelming. And it's in moments like that, it's better, like say if you're out investigating and you are picking up that energy, it's probably better just to feel it and process it and get it out than trying to push it back, because sometimes that energy will just keep at you until you do take it in and absorb it and process and get it out, because it's better. It's just, it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one
because of that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it was like, you know, the second time that I've gone through this process that, you know, Jane's talking about, and you know, I was trying so hard, like, to keep it together because I was asking the questions. So it was full on, absolutely full on.
I have
a question.
I have a burning question when you get to a stopping place.
When what?
When you get to a stopping place.
Yeah, Dan Tex has a good question.
Agenda, do you think watching lots of paranormal shows opens you up to activity, or is it just over? Well, it could be a bit of both.
I don't know. I think more that's probably pushing your imagination into overdrive, but I don't.
And unless you're like, I mean, I know Dan has like some activity at his home,
his house, but I don't think it's going to ramp up that activity. Watching
I mean, it's like watching like a horror movie. You know, it doesn't mean that you're going to get you know,
a serial killer, like Jason Boyes.
Like,
Jason Boyes is going to run up at your house, you know. No, I think you know, it can probably, it's treading that fine line where maybe it's pushing, you know, like you into a bit of, I don't want to say paranoia, but you know, imagination to get a little bit overactive. But you know, with as far as you know, having some activity at your house, I don't doubt that at all, Dan Tex. But like, you know, if I think
it might also depend on what you're watching too. I mean, if you're just watching a regular, I don't know, like Annabelle, but if it's like something like you got like a fucking pentagram showing up on the movie with like, I don't know, demonic shit, like chanting, even if it's fake, I feel like that might.
Well, that's what I was gonna. I was gonna say, like, if you're watching stuff and they're like, you know, like, I don't know, like I
had a really weird experience watching something, and I just did for like experiment's sake. I left what they call those little flashing things with the lights, EMP thing, and I was watching it live. And I left it behind me without it being close to the PC or anything electronic. And I'm recording myself watching this, and I see it go off at a certain moment that they open that, what they call it, debit box thing.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
So,
Creepy.
The dark stuff, maybe not try to watch too much.
Honestly, I've always just kind of had like random, like, I don't know, I'll see things move, or I've always seen just shadows around me growing up, hearing little voices or whatever. But whenever I watch scary movies, like for example, I just watched the new Conjuring movie yesterday because I love scary movies.
Oh, I can't finish it.
Yeah, as soon as it started, there was like tapping on the wall next to me, and I just like it just as soon as I start watching something, even if I start like doing like a Ghost Adventures marathon, which I'll do every once in a while because they're funny, and we've already talked on the Zooms. We've already talked about how I enjoy when they fart on Ghost Adventures, and now that's on your YouTube. I said fart on YouTube.
Dantic, I think as far as like watching lots of paranormal shows and like any way it could possibly be affecting like amping up the energy that's already at your house, like the activity that's already at your house, it would be to do more with the energy these shows are putting you in. Like if you're watching all these shows and you're starting to get like, you know, your imagination starting to go overdrive, and that's affecting you in a way that's putting you in a more fear mindset or paranoid or just a little bit on edge, any activity that's already going in your house is going to feed off that mindset of yours. So then that's it's going to amp up. So if you're at all sitting there going, oh my God, my house is like, I've got shit going on in my house, holy fuck, like I'm a little bit scared now, because you're watching all these paranormal shows and they're putting you in that mindset, like, you know, like because your imagination's going on overdrive. And it's playing on your subconscious, and you know, your imagination is going into overdrive. It's in your subconscious. Whatever activity already is in your house is going to start feeding on that, and it is going to amp up that. So I don't think it's watching the shows playing themselves isn't doing it. It's you just watching all those shows and maybe triggering stuff in your subconscious, and then the energy and the activity in your house could be feeding off what's going in your subconsciously in your mind. I think that is how it could be playing off one another if that is what is going on. So hopefully that answers the question. I had to think about it for a minute.
The thing that I would be careful with is when you have like, you know, it's either, you know, an occult like TV series like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or, you know, like your horror movies, when they are chanting or they're saying like spells or whatever it may be, like I will like mute it until they're done, because
a lot of that is just nonsense. Like it's not real stuff. You have to be playing like full satanic recordings that are legitimate for it to actually be doing stuff.
There are movies where they're saying actual words from spells.
But I think a lot of them are the old 70s, like you know, then I don't
Expecto Patronum.
I know people could say, "Oh, Harry Potter," you know, exactly.
But I mean, there's people like you know, that have, you know, had in their you know, I can't even remember who they are, but some YouTube videos that I've watched in the past, and they are, you know, like repeating, like, you know, they're trying to do a spell. You know, I'll just like mute it until they're done, because they're actually reading it out of a proper spell book. So yeah, I won't listen to it.
What do you think of Ouija boards?
No.
I had a bad experience when I was like in my late teens, not early teens, I should say, late teens. But yeah, I don't need to mess with them anymore, because basically, you know, I can talk to spirit without one. Like I prefer the electronic equipment over sitting there with the Ouija board. I think, you know, anyone that wants to do it, that's fine. You do you, boo. But yeah, it's not for me. So just like I don't use pendulums. I you know, if I want to talk to spirit and I use tarot cards, that's my thing. But yeah, I don't need to use a Ouija board. But you know, whatever you want to do, that's.
I mean, for investigative purposes, like definitely not, because they're
I don't need
too easily manipulated.
Like dowsing rods,
subjective. You know, and I proved a point with you know, I bought some dowsing rods to show how easily you can manipulate them, and the person watching has absolutely no clue. you know, and I have, like, you know, Jane and I played around with them on my channel, and, you know, they have actually worked, and I was actually shocked the first time they worked. I think that was one of the one of the random viewer videos. I think we had Patrick and was it Spirited Encounters on, and, you know, the look on our faces, like, that's when I had the Freeman, like the spirit from the roundhouse here, and I could feel them like being pulled, but, you know, like, I only had to do like the smallest little movement with my hand for it to move. And then I asked everyone in the chat, I'm like, did you see that go then? They're like, yeah. And I said,
yeah, it's like the
that
Ouija
was
board.
me.
I can
That
just sit
was
there
me.
and go do, and no one's
Yeah.
gonna know whether it's spirit or myself. Like, I could easily
Yeah.
fake that. And it's like, but, you know, in saying that, you know, it's easy. The pocket plasma sets off, you know, the REM pod and things like that. So it's easy to fake anything. But yeah, no, you know, if someone had a Ouija board, I'd probably partake at some, you know, in a, you know, a social setting, because because I know I'm protected, because I know how to do it. I know how to set the intention, open the circle, do the whole thing. But, you know, I wouldn't be doing it with anyone I didn't trust. And, you know, but as far as investigative tool and in my normal life, it's not my thing. I just, like I said, I had a bad experience with it when I was younger, and it took a lot to get rid of the aftermath, but it is what it is. So it's just not my thing.
I think that's maybe the, you know, the danger of them. You know, they're sold as a freaking board game, for crying out loud, for kids, and no one uses them correctly. So you're just asking for trouble. You know, like something happens and people, they all like freaking lift their hands off the planchette. It's like, guys, like, you can't do that. So it is frustrating when, like, people are using them incorrectly, and then they're not understanding that then they're going to have, you know, if something's come in, because they're just thinking it's, you know, a big joke, and like, demons are real and stuff like that, and they get the big bad devil come down and say, well, hi boys, you know, they've got no idea. So I think it's something that they need to stop definitely selling as, you know, a freaking kids board game. But
because doesn't it say it's only like, I don't know, 8 and up on that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, but 8.
Yeah.
Like some 8-year-old knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I took them to the park.
Totally appropriate.
So
I got one for Christmas when I was 10. I don't know what my parents were thinking.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm serious, and they used it at their parties, and then my mom's like, I think something strange is going around the house.
No shit, Mom.
Freaking Ouija board.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, Mom.
I don't know. Nothing really happened with me when I used it. Just we were a bunch of young teenager kids, and I know it was on Halloween, and all my friends were like, we were trying to sit down and use it, and nothing was going.
No,
was
we
happening. And then the police came and kicked us out. Let's just say that. So maybe it was a sign.
Maybe, yeah. But I don't know.
I didn't let no demon in, but I didn't let nothing good in either. But I don't talk about it much. But it is what it is, and I fixed it. So, like, you know, I have the ability to do that.
Yeah, that is.
So, but just 10 out of 10 don't recommend to the average person.
Oh, nice to have you back, Inigoddess.
Yes, Inigoddess back.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have any other questions for us? I mean, you can ask us anything. It doesn't have to be paranormal. We can.
Well, I have another one. and
Okay.
it's been a bias of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Watching ghost hunters run. As soon as they see something, they turn tail and run.
I've done it twice. I've only done it
I mean,
twice, but I ran backwards. I've only
Your
run
opinion.
twice.
Yeah. Okay.
I've only
Yeah.
run
Hear
twice.
Your thoughts on that? So
So
It's
normally I don't run.
frustrating.
It is frustrating. Normally I will not run. I've only run twice, and I've gone backwards only because it was that split second moment. And you would have seen if you watch Patrick's live, he did it he did it during the week.
Oh my god, that was fucking gold.
No, when he
like 8 inches.
yeah, but he heard a hey. And now it's that split second moment when you hear something or you've got something coming at you where it's that split second moment between, I think it's a spirit, but it also could be a human, and you're not expecting a human to be there. And it's a case of fight or flight, and you flight because you think your safety is at risk because you're thinking, is it spirit or is it human? So I've run backwards twice because I've been rushed at by spirit, but thinking because I'm there in the pitch dark and I've got something fucking coming at me like boom, 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 or and I'm thinking, is this a fucking spirit or is this a fucking human running at me in the dark? And I can't see 2 foot in front of myself, 5 foot female, safety fucking first. So I'm like,
you don't know.
Exactly. This is my thoughts, Janine. So I've only ever run twice, and it was backwards.
Yeah, but
and I'm trying to like grab my torch.
Yeah, no, you
So-
weren't. I wouldn't even classify it as running. Like you,
It was just stumbling. Ah!
yeah, because Jane was with me. Like I was starting to back up because I like
That's it.
heard like what sound, and we were in the pitch black. We couldn't see a thing, and it sounded like someone running at us, but I didn't start. Like I'd started, but Jane grabbed onto me as like she's like walking back, but it would have only been like no more than 4 steps backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And then good old Dave at Clackline decided to rush Jane during a break.
Chomp through the gravel, clear and stay, and come around the corner behind a bush. And I'm thinking, is that someone sneaking up the driveway at me? Like thinking it's fucking boots in the gravel. And I was like, holy fuck. So I'm like going backwards, trying to get my torch out of my pocket, running to the car door. Thank God that caught me. Like, but
scared the shit out of me and Jen. But, like that area is known, like it was just us 3 girls, that area is known to have, like
dodgy
people around. So, when you can't see, the Patrick bolting, I said, oh, hello, Crow.
Hi, Crow.
I said,
but no, it's that split second because he stuff moved, but then he said he heard that. Hey, clear as day. And I know in that moment it was him questioning, fuck, is this a spirit or is some human snuck up on me that's not supposed to fucking be there? So he booked it out of there like, holy fuck. Like, and that's what goes through your mind, and that's why you run. But these ghost adventures they do it all because it's dramatic and it's entertaining and like like. But I honestly think that Zach Bacon's is a big fat pussy. So.
Drama queen.
Yeah. Why do you think he sends Aaron in by himself? Because he's too fucking chicken to do it himself. Oh, Aaron, you're going in alone. You stay here. You do this because he can't do it himself. Like I'm sure he's a nice dude and all in real life, but come on, grow some balls, dude. Like seriously.
Have you guys
I'm out there in the creepiest of fucking places by myself, and I'm 5 foot male, and you can't do shit by yourself. Like, what's going on, brother? Like, seriously.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's okay, Maria. I think when you're watching, like, say, a paranormal investigator, who every single time the activity starts amping up, they are like, oh no, we got to go. Like that is like super frustrating. We do the opposite. We're like, we want more, and we go
like,
where the sounds are coming from.
But yeah, or it's never enough. It's like, can you spirits like, you know, throw a party? Come on,
can
do
you
something.
Do it again. And that's,
I'm gonna fall asleep here if you guys don't hurry up and do something. Like, you know, the amount of stuff I like, the activity like that happens in America. I'm like, I would only wish for that. Like, fuck, it's boring as shit over here. The stuff we get.
But you know, and that's another reason why you'll always hear investigators be like, oh, you know, can you make that noise again, or can you give us another knock? Can you do something else? It's because we want them to keep doing stuff.
I'm gonna run away from it. God damn.
Yeah. No.
Same.
The only time I run is I feel like, you know, my physical safety is an issue from the humankind. Like if I got that, you know, split second, like, oh, I think this is human and I'm like at risk, then yeah, I'm gonna run. But if it's, you know, the spirit kind, like fucking no, I'm like, where is it? Go find it over there. Let's go. I want to know what it is. Where is it coming from? Show yourself. show yourself, damn spirit.
Yes, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No. Sorry,
right.
Have you guys ever been like, or gotten anything thrown by the spirits to you guys, or?
Not me personally. I've had a door pushed shut while Sean and I were in the room.
I have, but not while investigating.
I've seen like
a living dead doll,
like covers, like, you know, on a bed, like moving, but yeah, like not like books thrown, rocks, bricks, you know, you name it. No.
No, I've had of all things, when I had my little attachment from Japan before I got rid of it, it was following me fucking everywhere. Followed me to a cosplay convention, and decided it wanted to throw some living dead dolls off a shelf at me in front of everyone at a convention. And I made.
Go put that.
Everyone's fucking like, what the fuck?
Fill it up with water for me and sink.
Yeah, and I was in full paranormal investigation mode. Like, yeah, no, that didn't just fall; they went flying at me. Of all things, creepy dolls.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're two things I don't like: dolls.
Yeah. No, it threw some creepy dolls at me in the middle of a fucking cosplay convention. So.
I still have my doll here. I don't know.
Of all things.
Oh, how is she?
She's still looking at me in the corner. I'm starting to think maybe I should get, I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want things to happen here, but since I've gotten her, I don't know, bad streak of bad luck.
Crow.
Oh, speaking of dolls, do you think there are haunted dolls?
Oh, I think there are dolls that, you know, have spirits attached to them.
Okay.
For sure. But yeah, not, I mean, you know, it's not like you go to, you know, the Good Samaritans or, you know, like secondhand stores and just buy a doll that looks old and it's
next it gets haunted.
Yeah, and people use it as, you know, YouTube stuff. Yeah, like it's not. It's the same.
Or a Woody doll with a demon attached.
Yeah, I mean, it's like mirrors, you know, like spirits attached to mirrors, you know, they use as portals or gateways or whatever. And I mean, that's what my negative experience was when I was 15. It had to do with
Mr. Bunny,
very old mirror.
Island of the Dolls.
But
yes, let's go, Mr. Bunny. We're doing it.
Mr.
Bunny wants to go to Island of the Dolls in so I'm like, yeah, I am so fascinated by that. Oh my god, you're so distracting. Go away.
Like the Annabelle doll that's famous, you know, that was supposedly possessed by something. And
the Raggedy Ann doll, not the one in the movies. I've got a Raggedy Ann doll. I always thought it was creepy, and that was before I even knew about that damn Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
So my question is, do we think it's literally only limited to dolls and shit? Like, do we think there's any like haunted dildos or haunted. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Frank can answer that.
Yeah, Frank.
No, well,
You can attach to anything.
No, well,
okay.
there's been like, you know, estate jewelry, you know, it's anything that energy can be stored in. Like,
I
you
wonder
know,
what's the weirdest thing. Like, what's the weirdest thing that's haunted?
John talks about, you know, Artie Ethel's crock pot, like, you know, the stone tape theory of the crock pot. She's, you know, if you watch Spark, she talks about, like, you know, or Aunt Betty or whatever it is, like, or Grandma Betty cooked in this same crock pot, loving, you know, put her love and energy into cooking meals in this crock pot her whole life, and then eventually she passes on. So all that love and energy she's put into like cooking in this pot is stored in there. So she's haunting this, you know, that energy stays stored in that pot. So, you know, that therefore, you know, So it's kind of like that. So it can be a jewelry. It can
when
be.
I die, I'm going to attach.
Me too.
To my plasma.
Me too.
Oh my God, we're gonna have this army of haunted pocket plasmas just like flying across rooms and having their own goddamn party or rave.
Make sure it goes to Cody's house.
Yeah.
Look out, Cody, you got pocket plasmas coming on your ass. But hey, not about no.
Good Lord.
Oh shit.
Yes. The pocket plasma, it was actually funny because you know, I saw that Patrick had put his plasma during the sensory depth, and I'm like, oh, for crying out loud, that's what I did for my episode.
Hey, a copycat. No.
Yeah, it's funny that we've done it at the same time though.
It's all good.
I'm just excited to see it in action. I've been waiting for this fucking pocket plasma to be on screen, to be doing stuff, and I'm seeing it now. You know what I mean, though? Like with ghosts. I want to see ghosts touching that thing.
It's not even on.
It's not on.
It is.
Oh, there
Look,
it goes.
it's sound. So this is what happens when it's sound, but it's also vibration. So
that's so cool.
Victoria, $130,000 later, we might actually
fucking
see,
man.
If you touch it, if you touch or speak, like it goes off. But when you watch my episode tomorrow, I'm demonstrating something to Jen about this. All right. So just watch the episode tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
No,
it'll be Sunday night.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a plasma disc, Andrea. Some people use them to investigate with, but yeah, they're absolutely useless.
For some, it's a cult, and
yes.
I bleed for the pocket plasma.
Yeah.
Pocket plasma powers for life.
I know Mike B's out there. He wants one too.
Oh my Lord, I'm picturing us just like in freaking dark red robes, you know, with big hoods covering our heads and just like glowing as we walk up the hill.
I'm picturing us, we're all, you know, it's after COVID, we all got money. I'm picturing us all at Disney World, and we've got fucking pocket plasma Mickey Mouse here. All of us.
Yes.
Oh my God,
yes. That's what I want.
Oh my
That would
God.
be awesome.
So we'll plan this maybe like 2023, 2024, because we know that stuff's expensive. So, well, I mean, obviously we're a family for life now, so this is gonna happen.
I mean, kids might run in fear, but it's okay because we'll.
But that would be a good thing because then we won't have to line up to go on the rides.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is a good idea.
Hey, Brian.
A flash pass.
Hang on. We will need to wear the robes and do some pocket plasma chanting.
Yeah.
Just to scare the shit out of all the children and parents going, oh my gosh, it's a cult. You need to get away. Just so then we can go straight to the front of the line.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to call it because you know I've got some other things to do, and I've got my mum's birthday. A little bit later.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gail.
I'm going to ask her if she'll like want to do like a follow-up part 2 live stream, because she's got some other stories to tell of, you know, things that she experienced as a young
Tex
girl.
is like, no, don't go.
This is awesome.
Oh, Dantix, we love you.
And Tex,
We have to get him back on.
I know.
How's that
We
laptop
need to do that
situation?
then.
Do you guys know how that laptop situation's going for Dan?
From Spartex. Spartex. Oh my god, I can't even talk.
Spartex.
I said Spartex from Spartex.
Oh my gosh, Dan, that's your new channel name, Spartex. Spartex Paranormal. It's
Oh my god, my god. Goddamn Mercury retrograde. Could you please leave the building already? Because I'm not
Thank you, Andrea.
braining or talking.
So, yeah, like if I can convince my mum to come on with me again, would you guys like to see that and
Yeah.
Because she's got some crazy ones. Like, I mean, I get my gifts from my mum, so yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely.
All righty.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Acme Paranormal.
Thank you, our lovely ladies. And Daniel, it was very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You too, Jane.
This was so much fun.
Yes.
Victoria,
Gorgeous
nice
Maria.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have my short shirt on next time.
And I think it's like, you know, because I was saying to Jane, I said it's not just like cool for us to you know, chat to the people who watch us, but you know, for, you know, me to get a few more people on like I've done today and let you guys, like, because you talk to each other in the chat, but you know, like to be able to talk to each other like, you know, face to face or audio to audio, you know, is really cool. So yeah. I need to start doing these again.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you. And I almost wasn't going to do it.
Yeah. All right. We're glad you did it,
Appreciate the honesty,
No longer a
Janine.
live
I have a scrunchy hair. That's why I was like,
Oh, Janine, you'd be beautiful no matter which way you came. Like,
Scrunchy, no scrunchy girl. You sexy. You sexy.
Yeah, exactly.
beautiful women.
Thank you, Mr. Bunny. Yes, and Daniel said to us that this was life-changing. So I'm glad we could be of assistance, Daniel.
It was. Thank you so much for this. Yes.
No, it was awesome having you.
It was great.
Janine.
And thank you
Nice
all
you were
our
here.
beautiful people in the chat.
Nice to meet you finally, Daniel.
Yeah, Maria.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
You too.
This was
And
so
Victoria.
fun. Maria.
And Jane Cox, I think, is that
Janine.
Janine. Okay.
Janine.
Yes, it's Janine.
Yes.
Janine.
Janine.
J9, whatever. Patrick says my name wrong every time.
J9.
Oh, good Lord. How long did it take him to say ethereal, right, Janine? It was always ethereal.
True.
And Jason was just like, it's ethereal. Oh, my goodness. Like, I have so many people ask me, like, oh, I've never heard that word. What's ethereal mean? And I'm like,
Angelic.
what? Like, what do you mean?
Ethereal, it means of the ethers. Angelic. Of the ethers. Ethereal, of the ethers, of the upper realm. Heavenly. Hello.
People use Google, damn it.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Sorry, I'm special.
You are special, but in all the good ways.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you everyone in the chat. And sorry
Thank
if we
you.
missed any questions.
Questions.
Oh, really?
Love
And I
your
got
nails,
it.
Jane. I love your nails, Jane.
This was super fun. Thank you for letting me
And
come.
then yes, next time we'll get some other people's up in here.
Yeah, and I really, really hope that you get your Instagram and Facebook sorted, because having them down is not good for your
My
publicity.
Yeah.
YouTube image, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's okay. TikTok, Snapchat. I mean, it cut some stuff in half. Then less work. I don't know. I'm trying to look at it as a positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Jen
have you? I'm assuming you've emailed them.
Yeah, I've been doing that. What, the last 4 days
Hi,
straight.
Kim.
Wow.
And have they been giving you any responses?
Bye, Electric.
The automatic
Bye,
emails,
Electric.
and that's about it.
Oh, crying out loud. Oh, well, I will say some prayers and hope that it gets sorted.
Thank you.
And yes, very special thank you, Janine, Maria, Daniel, Vicky, and my Janie for
Yes, we'll do this again, Jen
joining
Tex,
us.
and next time we'll get some other people up in here because I'm sure there was people that wanted in the
Good
chat that
night,
wanted to come up
Selena.
in here and
Absolutely. Absolutely, everybody.
awesome.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks,
Well,
guys.
Good night,
we will
Sam.
see you later.
Have a
All
good
right.